Hi everyone, it's the Moon Mage Medium. I'm back again with another reading for you all. Today's reading is going to be about the last quarter moon phase. It's a time to let go. It is a time to allow transitions, so to allow any kind of adjustments and really make firm decisions about how you're going to proceed forward in your life. Okay, so this reading, we're just gonna pull some cards to try to figure out what energies are present and what you should know during this time. So, with that being said, we are going to pull today's reading. We are going to use the Liber Florum Tarot. So, what lessons can you learn from the previous lunar cycle that will aid your growth and transformation? What lessons can we learn from the previous lunar cycle that will aid our growth and transformation? We have Eight of Pentacles. We have the Magician. And I found a floor. But we have the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles, yes. Okay, so lessons you can learn from the previous lunar cycle. You've been putting in that work, basically, and they noticed. Okay, you've definitely been improving. You've been owning in on your skills and your gifts and everything that you have been wanting to improve on or get better. It's happening. Okay, you're doing the work that is necessary in order for you to become a master, because whatever it is that you're working on is what's going to get you here. Okay, whatever your passion is, whatever your focus is on, is what's gonna, it's like an investment, so it's what's gonna get you to this very comfortable King of Pentacles energy, somebody who's very financially successful, stable, just somebody who earned their position in power. Okay, and so you're putting in the effort, you're investing in yourself during this time, or at least like during this last lunar cycle, and the universe is telling you with this message that they've noticed. Okay, and you should be proud of yourself because you can see how much that you've grown within this very short amount of time because you have been focusing on the right things. You've been consistent. Okay, and so it's telling you basically to keep on investing in yourself, investing in these skills, and any talents that you have as you move forward, because it's paying off. Yeah, and they're definitely proud of you. Okay, you're the Magician. You're very powerful. We all are, but you understand your power, and you understand that you are the one who is gonna make this happen for yourself. Nobody else can do it for you. We've all should have learned that from a very young age, and now you're actually investing in yourself. You're focused and you're putting in the time and dedication that is necessary. Okay, and there are, like, you should be noticing in your life the positive changes that have come from this, that have bloomed from this self-investment. Okay, you already have everything that you need. Now it's just about mastering your skills. Okay, so keep doing it day by day. Keep working on it, and it's gonna pay off. It is already, but it's gonna pay off the way that you want it to. Okay, I think you have matured a lot, even just within this last lunar cycle. You have grown so much, and you're becoming more responsible. This is somebody who's definitely wise, making wise choices financially, and or just being a lot more resourceful with what you have. This is very earthy, very foundational energies. Okay, you're putting in the foundation that is necessary to be comfortable, to really thrive, to really get the lifestyle that you want for your life, for yourself. We're gonna pull some clarifiers. This is the Spacious Tarot. It does have 9 additional cards from the expansion deck. I did take out the zodiac signs. Okay, so we're just gonna clarify. Let's clarify the 8 of Pentacles. We have 4 of Cups. Let's clarify the Magician. Oops. We have the 8 of Cups. And let's clarify the King of Pentacles with the 9 of Wands. Okay, so I actually really like this combination just because it really shows that you are learning from your lessons, basically. Okay, you're really more focused on ending cycles now than you probably ever have before. I think that you're just so tired of the constant disappointment, the constant sadness. You're just very tired of your old way of living, and so you're really reflecting, I would say. Maybe you've taken some time away from just a lot of people. Your group of friends is very small nowadays, or you're just really not trying to hang out with as many people as you normally would, and you're using this time to really contemplate on what it is that is important to you. Like, what is your purpose? What is your desire? Why aren't you aligned with it at this moment? Like, these are things that you're probably really taking into consideration at this time, and so you've been doing the work that is necessary to move you away from your old life and towards this new beginning, which is great. I think that you are, you're putting in the work. You're taking out whatever it is that has been holding you back, that has not been good for you, whether it's a job, person, whatever this is. You're no longer tolerating that. Okay, you don't want it in your life anymore, or you just don't, like, something needs to change, really, because it's not making you happy. And a lot of you have decided to walk away from it, and it's been a struggle. It hasn't really been easy. It's been like more challenging than you anticipated, but you are willing to sacrifice this because you feel like you've been sacrificing yourself and your life for so long that you have no capacity at this point to invest in something that has not been making you happy, okay? And you're noticing the changes, and the universe is noticing the changes. You know, this is confirmation of that. You should be proud of yourself because this, honestly, it seems very direct. You know, you put in the work, you have the right mindset, and that is going to create your success, you know, the abundance that you want. Yes, but this is actually the shadow work, okay? This is the work that is more difficult, that people don't realize is really what is making the changes, okay? This is the foundational work. These are the major shifts that, like, most people will see you, yeah, this person deserves whatever they got. You know, they deserve to be acknowledged in this way as this master of their craft, because they've been investing so much time in practice, practicing a lot more, and yeah, 1, 2, 3. But that's what other people really see. This is the underlying work. You know, they're not seeing the pain that you've been through to get here, the challenges that you had to overcome, the reprogramming of your mind, you know, the self-love you had to put into yourself. Those are the foundational works. And I think that because the Nine of Wands, you know, the Ten of Wands is very burdensome. It's like the burnout card. But I think that you are really trying to prevent that from happening. And I do think that the universe is telling you that it won't be much longer that you'll have to wait to get here, to this very stable, very successful energy. You know, this card is really about, like, perseverance. You know, you've been very resilient when it comes to overcoming, like, walking away and overcoming these energies, but you're not allowing this to burn you out. You're choosing a different path, and that's what's leading you here, okay? That's what's leading you towards this success. So don't be afraid to explore new things, you know, different ways of seeing life or seeing your situations. Don't be afraid to walk away or make bold decisions. You know, you are on the right path for sure. And I don't think that you were afraid. I actually think that you have been very brave and courageous to focus on something else. So focus on things that are better for you. And the universe just wants you to know that you, as long as you stay on this path, as long as you stay focused and consistent, you're gonna be blessed, okay? Expect to be blessed, because it's been a long time coming. You know, there's no other way. So we're gonna pull some other cards. Okay, so the next question we have is, what aspects of our lives or patterns should we release or let go? Okay, so just getting a better understanding of what patterns should you release or let go of, okay? In order to create space for new beginnings and opportunities. We have King of Cups, we have Seven of Cups, and we have 10 of Wands. So as far as letting go and just releasing in general, you know, I'm glad that the King of Cups came, because it shows that you are maturing emotionally, you know. So this is really letting go of any kind of emotional attachments that you have, any kind of volatile emotions, letting go of that and trying to create more inner peace in your life, and releasing any kind of unhealthy emotional patterns, any kind of dependencies or codependencies. Those are all things that you should be letting go, or have been letting go, and should continue. You know, trying to create some kind of emotional balance, you know, trying not to do things that'll cause some kind of burnout. Those are all things that are being asked to release, or, you know, that you should be letting go of at this time. Also letting go of this energy that's not focused, you know, because the other cards, the lessons that you learned from the previous lunar cycle was that the consistency that you have, and all that effort that you keep on putting in, all that investment, that's paying off. So when you're not focused and you're constantly in this energy of not making decisions and not choosing, you know, to focus on one thing at a time, or just like strategizing, then that's creating this burnout, you know. So that's what you have to let go of, this kind of indecision, this kind of person who is not emotionally balanced, because that ultimately creates this kind of burdensome lifestyle, okay? You are trying to preserve your energy and conserve your energy at this time. So that's why you may be not socializing as much as you once have, you know. And we all need that time to ourselves. We all need that space to really get to know ourselves better, you know, to be comfortable with being alone, and with ourselves and our thoughts and our emotions. You know, this is a time where you should be letting go of all of this burden, this fear, this indecisiveness, you know. When you let all of this go, that's when you're gonna make space for new beginnings and opportunities. These messages, they're gonna repeat with, and I feel like you're gonna notice after a while, because this is what it means to work with the moon, that you are unconsciously or subconsciously moving with the motions, okay, with the tides. And this is the current energy of letting go. We are in the last quarter moon phase, so this is just like reevaluating and just constantly shedding things, like letting go of things that you just don't need to bring forward with you, you know, in your life. And these are unnecessary energies. Like, you don't want to feel burdened, and you don't want to be unbalanced, you know, and constantly like volatile, or just like unstable emotionally. And you don't want to be in this constant indecision, because that gets you nowhere. None of these energies get you where you want to be. Okay, you want to be somebody who can enjoy the abundant life that you are asking for without feeling burdened. You want to be content and have peace in your heart. And you know, you just want to be stable in all areas. Before it was financially, and now it's emotionally. So these are things that you should continue to release or let go. We're going to clarify with the Spacious Tarot. So let's just clarify the King of Cups. We have Death. Seven of Cups. We have the Wheel of Fortune. And Ten of Wands clarified with the World. All of these cards symbolize an end of a cycle. You're never going back again. You're never going back to how you used to be. Like, just know that you have changed for good, okay? And your life is on a new path and a new direction because you told yourself that there's no way that you can go back to how you used to be, okay? You have changed so much that you can no longer tolerate that old lifestyle. You will not do that to yourself because you love yourself more than you ever have before. And as somebody who loves themselves, they would never do things that on purpose that are not good for them, right? So just keep on trying to end these cycles, these old ways of being. You're on the right path. You know, I think that a lot of you should be honestly very proud of yourselves for saying no, for not accepting less than what you deserve. You know, that's lifestyle, that's with people, that's anything. You know, that's, you have chosen yourself, and that is so beautiful. Like, that's honestly like the best thing to celebrate. A lot of you in the past may have been afraid to take this like major step. Like, this has probably been a long time coming, but it took you until now to really understand what it is that you deserve and to actually be strong enough to say, or courageous enough to say no and stick with it, and or to choose yourself, kind of thing, right? And so during this cycle, or I guess in the last lunar cycle, but maybe you've been doing this for a while now and it's just all really starting to pay off and you're noticing it in your life. But when you first decided to end this old lifestyle or this old way of being, that's when the energy started flowing. You know, see how these ripples, it created this current, this like vibration in the universe where it's like, nope, I'm done with this. I no longer resonate with this, and I let it go and I release it, and it's no longer in your life. So it created this kind of rippling effect for new opportunities to take effect, you know, for you to be receptive to these new things, these new ideas, these new ways of being, these new people. And these people or these experiences are more aligned with the life that you know that you deserve, okay? And it took a while for you to get here because these kinds of energies and burdens, and they don't disappear overnight, you know. They could be generational, they could be lifelong, they could be ancestral. And so these are energies that you should be proud of yourself for, because for releasing, because it takes a lot of bravery and courage to do so, you know, and consistency and focus. And now that you have completed that, and you really you can really feel within yourself that you are healing, you know, that your life is getting lighter and better, and again, it's creating this rippling effect. Even with this reading, it being confirmation, it should be serve as confirmation to you that what you have been doing is paying off. The effort and the investment that you have been putting into yourself is paying off. And again, that's something to be very proud of. You know, I hope that you are able to celebrate how far you have come and how much you've evolved and matured and just overall just grown, because you're blooming right now, or you're about to bloom, like regardless of what these cards are saying. Like, you have planted your seeds already, and you've put in the effort and the nurturance that is necessary to help it unfold naturally and blossom. And I hear that you're just so close to receiving the abundance that you desire. Okay, so that's great. I love that this message is coming up. We're gonna pull the last section of cards of tarot, and then we'll just pull some oracle cards. So the last question is, what guidance or insights do we need to embrace as we move forward into the next lunar cycle? So what guidance or insights do we need to embrace as we move forward? We have the Hermit. So more time alone, you know, more self-reflection. That's where your best ideas come from, you know. Seven of Swords. Being more strategic. Let's see about the Seven of Swords. What comes up after. And the Two of Swords. So during this next lunar cycle, I would say it's still going to be a time for a lot of self-reflecting, okay? A lot of alone time, or just like solitude, even if you're with somebody else. Just a lot of introspection is going to be taking place, okay? It's good for you. You know, it's necessary. The boundaries that you're putting up is necessary. You can use this time to meditate more, you know, just to practice your skills again. That is definitely something that you can tap into at this time. Just continue to grow, to gain knowledge. Everything that you learn while you're alone, you're going to be gaining a lot of valuable information, like a lot of valuable insight. That's gonna guide you on your path. And you know, when it comes to this Seven of Swords energy, I think that you're smarter now, you know, because all the challenges that you faced before, maybe you didn't see this energy coming. You know, when people were, you just were unaware of how some people can be and how they don't have your best interest at heart. And now you're going to be a little bit more mindful of any kind of deceptive energy, any kind of dishonesty. You're not going to be so quick to allow somebody else into your life, okay? And you're going to be quicker to trust your instincts, so you know, your gut feeling about anybody that's coming in. If you notice any kind of red flags or any kind of inconsistent behavior, you're going to be more ready to drop them. You know, you're going to be more ready to say no. And it's because of your challenges. You know, that's why we should all be grateful for any kind of challenges that we experience, because we learn from them, we grow from them. And those experiences or that contrast is great, because it shows you what you don't want more of. You don't want to create more of in your life. So you're just like, oh no, I can't trust these people. No, I am just going to let them go, and I'm going to move forward in a different direction. I think that although you're open to the universe doing its thing. Like, I think that you made the decision to let go and allow the universe, but because the future is so uncertain, you're afraid to make some major moves in your life, or you're just not feeling called to do that. Okay, so it doesn't have to be every area, because you maybe the work that you may be putting into, like in yourself, that is where you're investing in, but maybe more emotionally, or maybe when it comes to connections and stuff, you're a little bit more guarded. This can represent other people in your life who have hurt you in the past, and you don't really know which direction to go, how to move forward in those situations. And so for that reason, you're just trying to learn, trying to be better, a better version of yourself, just trying to move forward in the most peaceful way possible. It's not about rebounding, or it's not about just like trying to meet new people to replace these friends or partners or whatever. You're just really focused on learning, and maybe that's also what got you in trouble in the past too, where you didn't allow yourself the time and space to heal from whoever has hurt you, from this deceptive energy, and you used to just like move on quickly without sitting with the energy. And you've learned from that. You've understood that that's really not getting you anywhere. There's no growth that can come from running away in that way. So that's another reason why you may be taking this time to yourself, really trying to learn and gain the wisdom. Let's clarify these cards. So we're going to clarify these cards. The Hermit. Let's clarify the Hermit for guidance or insights to embrace as you move forward. We have the Guardian of Swords, which is the Queen of Swords. We have, for the Seven of Swords, we have the Magician again. And for the Two of Swords, we have the Nine of Wands again. In the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Cups, which is wishes fulfilled. So two of these cards came up previously, the Magician and the Nine of Wands. So, and I believe that they were both for lessons that you can learn from the last lunar cycle. If I'm not mistaken, it was in the first pile. So it's really great because it just means that yes, you're still probably facing challenges, like you're not exactly where you want to be just yet, but just know that you have all the tools necessary and needed in order to move forward and to get you there. Okay, so this is just a reminder that keep doing what you're doing. Keep going on the path. You are doing great, sweetie, and it shows. You're leveling up, you're mastering your skills, you're making hard decisions to not go backwards anymore. You're never going back again. It's not where you ever want to be, so you can only go up from here. You can only move forward. You can only continue to grow, and you're doing great. Just keep doing what you're doing, okay? And because this is very like, I know the Hermit is Virgo energy, but this is very like logical and practical energies to be in. It's not emotional. So, with the King of Cups coming up in the part of the reading where we were trying to release and let go, yes, release any kind of unbalanced emotional energies, but also maybe just try not to, or maybe now's not a period for you to make decisions based on emotion. It is a time to make decisions based off of a more logical approach, more something that's more analytical or rational. These are the kinds of energies that have been allowing you to move forward, because maybe your emotions are what got you hurt. Making decisions based off of pure emotion is just not always the wisest. Focus on things that are good for you, that's actually going to make a change in your life, that's more practical. So I think you're continuing to gain your power back, okay, more and more, and keep going. You're almost there. Don't allow yourself to burn out. You gotta let whatever it is, let go of whatever it is that will lead you in that direction, and take a different path. Yeah, it's taking longer than you'd like, or yeah, it's not as direct as you'd like, and you've experienced more challenges than you would have wanted to, but you're almost there, okay? Keep moving forward. Keep trusting in your ability to push through, to overcome anything that comes your way. Stay committed to your goals. Even if your journey has been difficult or becomes difficult in the future, just stay focused, because things that whatever you perceive as difficult is just a perception. When you let go, you'll understand why it was necessary for you to release whatever you're having a hard time releasing, okay? And celebrate the little things. Take this time to celebrate how far you've come, how much you have grown. You are so much wiser than you've ever been. You're stronger in all ways, emotionally and mentally, maybe even physically, if you're doing exercises and stuff. You're just all around a healthier version of yourself, and that is where your mind should be. If anything else, if life seems still difficult, on the outside, still seems challenging on the outside, just focus on how far you've come and how much you've grown, and how much you're willing to trust in your path, because that's what's going to get you to where you want to go, okay? And just allow the universe to do its thing, because they know more than we know, okay? They know where we're headed. Sorry, my video got cut off. Okay, so we're gonna just end this reading by pulling some we're gonna pull some of these first, some crystals, and then we'll pull some Sacred Self Oracle cards. So these are some crystals. I picked 2. So we have the sacral and the solar plexus. We have the yellow jade with tranquility and self-sufficiency. It says, I allow tranquility to wash over me. And we have insight and power with the tiger's eye, and it says, I trust my psychic insight and I realize my own power. Okay, oh, I don't know why I was doing it that way, but this is the Sacred Self Oracle. Just to get some guidance. We only need 2. So some guidance for this lunar cycle, or this lunar phase rather. It says, find luxury in both the small and larger things in your life. Allow yourself to feel proud of your accomplishments and successes and look back on how far you've come. Great, that goes in line with everything that we were saying before about being proud and celebrating how far you've come. Even though your journey may have felt so challenging, you had to go through that and had to learn those lessons, but you came out on top, okay? Or you're coming out on top. And you're putting in the work. And that is definitely something to be proud of, okay? And we have, your heart is yearning to step into a state of forgiveness, both for yourself or of another. You are holding on to pain, bitterness, or trauma that can stagnate your heart chakra. Breathe and let it all go. I think that you know that. I think that you have been working on forgiving yourself and forgiving other people who have hurt you. And you understand that that's what's necessary in order for you to keep your heart chakra open and to keep the energy flowing. Okay, because the idea is not to close your heart so nobody else can hurt you. Is to allow your heart to stay open so that when the right person comes or the right situation comes, you know your worth and you know that you deserve it and you will allow yourself to receive it. Okay, so continue to forgive, to have compassion, to let the energy flow, you know, because that's what's going to get you where you want to be. I think you guys are doing great. You've been putting a lot of work in yourself, and it really is paying off. Oh, I'll just drop some cards. Hold on. So the last card we're going to pull is from this Sacred Rebels deck. Let's just see, what is the last message for us during this lunar phase? We have, every journey starts with a single step. So I'm going to read a little excerpt from the book. It says, every journey starts with a single step. You are on a journey. Yes, it is an internal journey, but there is also a physical expression of this journey that is going to become increasingly important to the fulfillment of your destiny in this lifetime. Your journey has started on the inside, but its destination will be the physical expression of an internal healing. This journey will draw upon what you have learned and mastered over the course of your life, so much so that you may feel as though your life experiences have prepared you just for this particular adventure. You have all you need within you. This is not a time to worry about what you are going to take with you. From within your heart, you will sense what needs to come along for the ride and what is best left behind you now. You may be surprised at exactly how much can be left behind without you feeling concerned or anxious. You will be able to travel far lighter than you've ever imagined possible. To be best equipped for this journey, you will need a lightness of heart and the realization that change can be an incredible blessing, even if what you are leaving behind is something you found secure, safe, familiar, or comforting. Just as the butterfly leaves the chrysalis behind when it is time to spread its newly formed wings, so too are you ready to leave behind what once was and embrace what is more appropriate for you at this time. I think that is a great conclusion for this reading because it just confirms and goes along with everything else that was mentioned here today, okay? So just take your journey, take every day as it comes. Try to be present, and take it step by step. It's a great Whitney Houston song. I listen to it often when I really need some kind of boost or motivation when I want to move forward, It's a great song. Maybe I'll put it in the description. But with all of that, I hope that this reading resonated with you. You are doing great. Please remember that. You're doing so much. You've come so far, and you should be really proud of yourself, okay? So we'll check in again in the next lunar cycle, and I look forward to reading for you all again soon, okay? If this reading did resonate, please again remember to like, subscribe, or comment down below, and let me know. So until then,